I've just been putting her in a sling when I need to get on with things, which is most of the time actually. It's a lifesaver. And she loves it. They say it's good for her to be close to me. It helps her attachment. 4th trimester and all that, so it's worth a bit of discomfort. It really is okay, honestly. Look, I can walk in it quite comfortably and I have 2 hands free. It was my friend who told me about it. She said that her second spent the first 3 months in a sling. She said she could just get on with things instead of spending all day sitting, holding a baby. As long as you wrap it high above the scar, then it hardly hurts at all. Not for a while anyway, just kind of aches a bit. Worth it to be able to make a cup of coffee. I suppose it's not a scar yet, is it? But calling it a cut sounds weird. My cut. My slash, my baby gash. Definitely not that one. It all just sounds too painful. Scar is much better. Make it sound like I've healed already, like I've healed. I haven't though. Nowhere near. I check it every day. He thinks I'm a bit obsessed with it. We wanting it to heal. So I thought, it's not that. I just thought it would heal a lot quicker than this. They didn't say it would take this long. The stitches have disappeared already though, which is good. I wasn't expecting that. They didn't say they would do that. Just disappear, vanish, melt into my body. I thought I'd be going back in, seeing someone, getting checked, getting the stitches removed, getting looked at after. But that's the wonders of modern medicine, isn't it? You're just set on your way, left to it. And I wouldn't mind. I don't. It's just they didn't say. They didn't say much actually. Not once I had her. I hardly saw them after, which would have been fine. I know they're busy and understaffed. That's what I heard. Hospitals are always understaffed, aren't they? But their maternity unit, our maternity unit, they're out of their feet. It's a miracle. Nothing serious has happened, seriously. The staff try, they really do. It's not their fault. They cannot be everywhere. They have to go where they're needed most. And the midwives, they are lovely. They are. When you see them, they did come and put my knickers on. That's something. Can you believe I didn't even realize I wasn't wearing knickers? It's funny if you think about it. How could I not know I wasn't wearing knickers? I was still quite out of it. They must have showed a part between my legs when I was still asleep, so at least I wasn't bleeding everywhere. But I had no idea. I didn't even feel it there when I woke up. I think my whole bottom half must have still been numb. Or maybe my brain was. Anyways, she came to check my bandages, or something like that. Don't know really. Can't remember. But I do remember her face when she realized how I'd been left. She lifted the blanket and looked kind of shocked. She recovered quickly though. They must have to do that, don't you think? Recover quickly. Let's pop some knickers on you, shall we, my lovely? And a nice fresh bath. Here are real things. I had no idea where anything was. I just had a baby cut out of me. It's not that I arrived on a spa weekend. It's not that I just unpacked. She found them eventually. And she freshened me up before anyone came to see me. I was so grateful for that. And I wouldn't have minded being left alone. That is, I did just want to sleep. Mm, That's what happens apparently when you are put under. I never had that one before. A general. Is that the right one? Where you are put to sleep? I mean, the epidural didn't work, or the spinal. The baby was upset. So they had no choice. They really didn't. That's quite a lot of drag in one go though. I think it is. But I've never been in hospital before, so how do I know? And I wouldn't have minded. Not at all. Not if I hadn't been just a little bit hungry. Ooh, and the nappy incident, of course. The girls wet themselves when I told them about this one. I mean, who doesn't know how to put on a nappy? You have 9 months to work that one out. There's even classes you can take if you cannot work out the basic mechanics of a nappy yourself. But this woman, seriously, this woman, what an idiot. She didn't have a clue. And I wouldn't have minded. None of my business, really. Not if I hadn't been just a little bit thirsty. Sorry to be a bother, but I'm a bit stuck. What's up, my love? Have you ever noticed that they always call you my love, lovey, or lovely in hospitals? I mean, it's sweet, but it's also kind of sad. They don't have time to eat their lunch, let alone read the name of a clipboard. It doesn't really matter. That time, it bugged me, because I get like that when I'm tired and hungry. It's silly, really. I cannot work out which way to put it on. I would have pissed myself at that normally, if I'd been myself. But at the time, it just seemed ridiculous. That's okay, lovely. Just lay it flat with the fasteners at the bottom. Also, like this? That's it, my love. Now, put the baba on the nappy. And what if you wee when I put him on it? You get an unexpected golden shower, my love. Try. And put the penis down when you do it, so at least the nappy will absorb the wee. Ooh, like this? That's it, my love. And now, blah, 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 and so on they went. And on. And on. I swear to God, they must have spent an hour going over how to put a nappy on. Or it seems so long, as I was waiting for my turn. Waiting for someone to remember I was there. And when they finished, excuse me, can I ask you if I can? I'll be back in a moment, my love. She wasn't back in a moment. Did you know that when you're on maternity ward, our maternity ward, you have to go get your own food? It's not like you have to go to Tesco, that would be bonkers. You have to go to the little canteen they have there. No matter how shitty you feel, no matter if you just had a baby, pushed, pulled, sucked, or even cut out of you. There's a certain time period for each meal, and if you miss it, you're screwed. You grab a tray, you choose your food, and away you go like you're at school. Except that everyone is in their PJs, looking completely wrecked. So maybe like your worst nightmare when you're at school. But the PJs is not the worst bit. The worst bit is that you cannot take your baby with you. So you have to leave this little person that just a few days ago was inside of you, was part of you, in a completely different room, while you sit with a lot of strangers and shovel chocolate toothpaste down your exhausted throat, because when you have a baby, everything is exhausted. Even your throat. No one said that. Not in any of the prenatal classes I took. And I took a lot of prenatal classes. Not in any of my checkups. Not even my sister, who had a baby in there 6 freaking months ago, told me that. It's funny. The things people don't tell you about having a baby. But it wouldn't have mattered. I couldn't stand up for the first day or two after the C-section. And I think if I had, I would probably have fallen over anyway. Apparently a general can do that to you. Make you feel funny, dizzy and stuff for ages afterwards. And my legs didn't feel right. Holy weird. Weirdly, it wasn't the cut that bothered me at first. I didn't feel that, not then. It was the waiting. Waiting for someone to do something, to bring something, or even to say something to me. But mostly, I was waiting for some food. A sandwich, some cereal, some more water, or even an amazing tea and toast that was promised by the antenatal leader. They always tell you about tea and toast. Like, tea and toast is what you need to know when having a baby. And the baby cried, and I cried. I managed to feed her. That bit wasn't hard. I was told about that one. And I waited. I remember through my ace of the first night that someone came to check my, I don't know, my something. Sorry, Pat. A different name? Sorry, Pat, didn't want to wake you, but I just need to check your, I don't know, swagamagadong. So I thought I would just wait until then. They will come again tonight and I will ask them then. Seems a completely nonsense now. I should have pressed the cold button. Except no one told me there was a call button to press. But in the end it was visitor time. And he came. My knight in shining armor. Don't tell him I call him that. He'll go to his head. Hey baby. Not my favorite pet name, but he could have said, hey dog shit. And I'd have still been happy to see him. Hey baby, how you feeling? Hungry. I brought you some chocolate bottoms. Do you want them? I'd rather add some lunch. Have you not eaten? Did you fall asleep and miss lunchtime? No. Have you not brought you anything to eat? Nothing. Since when? Yesterday. Yesterday? I think. When did I add that Lion bar? The one you took at the beginning of your labor? Yeah! That was 2 days ago, Nina. Really? Have they really not brought you anything to eat? They haven't come. No one has come and I can't get up. It's ridiculous. Can I add that chocolate buttons now, please? It all got sorted out in the end. So that's good. He sorted it out for me. My knights in shining armor. Don't tell him I call him that. I mean, what happened was, no one put me on the no-mobile list. A simple mistake. Apparently, that's a list that tells them who needs food. I mean, who needs food brought to them because they can't get out of bed. Like me. It's funny how these things happen. And it's not their fault though. They can only do so much. gives so much on me, cares so much. There are people too, I suppose. Mothers, wives, women. And they're forgotten too most of the time. But I didn't say anything. I mean, I didn't tell anyone. I didn't die. I wasn't hurt, just a bit hungry. And for a day or two. And they're so good normally. I mean, they did show that poor mom how to put a nappy on.